It is disappointing. It's nothing that that I expected. I didn't know about it until just prior to her press conference with Minister LeBlanc. So yes, it is disappointing that she's made that choice. But she said it's a personal one for her. She said that I mean, clearly it must be that she feels more aligned with the Liberal Party than with ours. And if that's how she feels, then it's disappointing, but it's a decision we have to accept.
To be fair, she didn't say it was just a personal decision. She explicitly said that her decision had a lot to do with the debate inside your party about the Israel-Palestinian situation. I'll quote her. She goes, "It certainly has played a role. It's been really difficult to focus on the work that needs to be done on behalf of my constituents." In other words, she is clear that the divisions over that issue in your party were a big factor in her bolting. What does that say about how that issue is dividing your party? And frankly, also that you didn't know about it. What does it say about how in touch you are with only 3 MPs?
Well, in answer to the last part of your question, I meet with our MPs twice a week for over an hour at a time, and more often when we have other things to discuss. And that has been the case for many months now, and I haven't been in this role that long, but for most of the time, that's been the case. In terms of the Israel-Palestine situation, that has created conflict, let's say, and also hard discussions within all of the political parties. I don't believe that the Liberal Party of Canada is an exception. I know that the statement that the Green Party of Canada put out certainly was not more moderate than the statement that the Liberal Party of Canada put out. So I can't imagine that that's the reason that Ms. Atwin chose to join the Liberals, because their views on Israel and Palestine were more aligned with hers, or that there's more internal harmony related to that issue. So I'm sure, again, there are other reasons, but I don't think that's it. Mm-hmm.
Well, she said it's it. So let's take her at her word. Jenica Atwin said that was a big factor. And let me just say, so people understand what's the division. She had tweeted that your personal response about the Israel-Gaza conflict was, and her word, was totally inadequate. She had tweeted that Israel is an apartheid state and she stands with Palestine. Were you supportive of her view?
Well, the Liberal Party of Canada does not support any of that and has said that explicitly. So again, Evan, I'm sure I'm guessing that you'll find the opportunity to interview her, and so you should ask her that question. It's perplexing to me that that's her view, and the party that she's joining absolutely rejects that. It's important also, Evan, to remember, I mean, for those of us who watched the press conference and had heard Minister LeBlanc and Jenica speak, that they both said that these conversations have been going on for some time, and they well predate any of the events that have been happening within our party.
But the Liberals gained an MP, so I think, yeah, they're saying there's room for lots of voices. You've lost a key constituent, a key MP. And by the way, I should just say, you got one on MP, Paul Manley, one of your 2 leaving MP. He said Israel was engaged in ethnic cleansing. And then you had a senior advisor who not only said he supports Zionism, but he said that some MPs, there's only 3 of them, support discrimination and anti-Semitism, and that Greens, I'm going to quote what he said, will work to defeat you and bring in progressive climate champions who are Antifa, pro-LGBT, pro-Indigenous sovereignty, and Zionists. Look, I know it's a tough day for you, and I appreciate that, but clearly there's a big rift in the party over this issue, and you've lost an MP. She says because of it. How are you going to repair the damage?
She did not say that. She did not say that she was leaving the party over this issue. And what she did say, Evan, that was that these discussions had been going on well before the bombing campaigns began. So again, we have to be careful with the timeline here and what was said. if this was a contributing factor, then I accept that, and that's possible. But you wouldn't have begun discussions on this well before this if that was the fundamental reason. And as you said, you wouldn't go and join the Liberal Party if this was the fundamental reason, because I think we can agree that that the policies that the Liberal Party has with respect to that conflict are no more, they're certainly not less moderate or more to the left of ours, so, or more consistent.
Okay,
I should say,
just real quick
again.
All I'm saying is, she said it certainly played.
Really,
I know it's played a role, but how are you going to how are you going to put the party back together? You don't have a seat. You're down to 2 MPs. What's the plan? Well,
first, again, it's, as I said, it's important. I want to always try in this role to avoid creating conflict and division where it doesn't exist. I think that it is really important over the next couple of days, given that, Jenica is a mother of young children. This is certainly going to be a big decision. She has to explain to her constituents and to the Green Party there, to not try to exacerbate this by suggesting that she is, doing or saying things that she isn't. She wished me well. She said that she hoped that we would remain friends. She said that my leadership did not play any role at all in this decision. So I take her at her word when she says it was personal, and that she felt that the Liberal Party was more aligned with her right now. I'm disappointed, but I'm going to try to do my best. I mean, this is not the first time that an MP has crossed party lines. It happens regularly. We're just going to keep moving on and keep making our case to people in Canada.
All right, I got to leave it there. I know tough days when there's only now just 2 MPs for the Green Party in Parliament. Annamie Paul, Green Party leader, I really appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Evan.